Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. We are watching Italy versus Austria today. This game is being played at Wembley. Right now, it looks like the Italian national anthem is going down. So let's listen.
There is overwhelming support for Italy in this stadium. So you won't get very good service at the many Italian restaurants around London. They'll all be watching the game. Italy are again.
And the game is actually being played at Wembley Stadium, so this should be a good one. You know what I mean?
Marco Verratti, who returned from injury against
Italians are playing with a 4-3-3 lineup.
Who scored twice in his last game. Otherwise, all those rested for the Wales game predictably return here.
And Austria's playing with a 4-2-3-1. Let's go real quick through the Italian lineup. We have Donnarumma in goal, Acerbi, Bonucci, Spinozzola, Di Lorenzo, Jorginho, Verratti, Barella, Immobile, Insigne, and Berardi. Austria has Bachmann, Hinteregger, Dragovic, Alaba, Leiner, Sabitzer, Grealish, Thiago, Onatovic, Baumgartner, and Lima. Forgive me if I butchered any of those names, but yeah, so I think this should be a good one. You know what I mean? The Austrian lineup has 3 people on yellow cards, so they're going to have to be very, very careful. This should be a good one, folks. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can leave any comments you would like, and yeah. Just sit back, chill, relax. Of course, you can hear the commentary in the background, so you can actually listen to the game without seeing it, if you can get it where you're located. You feel me? So yeah, so let's see if anybody takes a knee in this game.
Well, I think it's a catchy tune, isn't it? But the game's supposed to be underway, isn't it?
Both teams are getting ready to. No, nobody took a knee, so. And the game is off.
Gets us underway here. So, landmark game for them. This is a country who have not qualified for the last 5 World Cups. Remember, Italy, 4 times world champions. They didn't make it into the last World Cup in Russia, but it does look like the good times are on their way back for the Azzurri. Back by Immobile. Early touch for Bonucci. Di Lorenzo caught in possession by that high press by Baumgartner. Now, Arnautovic is.
Oh, this should be a good one.
It's a good start though from Austria here. Baumgartner, obviously a 21-year-old player.
Whoa!
Very dangerous goal. Austria looking to take it to Italy early on. Well, it all started with Di Lorenzo losing the ball. What you will see with Italy, when they do have possession, they go to a back 3 with Spinazzola going.
Going to be an early yellow card.
Outside. So when he actually lost the ball.
Ooh, that was a little bit dangerous by Onatovic.
Is the player down, but this was good work from Baumgartner, who became Austria's youngest ever scorer at the Euros, getting the winner against Ukraine.
Oh wow, yellow card already.
Yellow card as well.
Jeez, man, we're just a minute in. Goodness.
Who carries the reputation of bad boy with him wherever he goes, but he's got some talent too.
He's a very talented player. Not sure we saw the best of him against Ukraine.
Just a little bit too long for Immobile.
Italy's form so hot, they're leaving scorch marks, 30 games unbeaten, winning the last 11 without conceding a goal. It really is an incredible run. He's Schlag, another player who played very well in that win over Ukraine. Nautovic tried to get the little foot in. Wembley couldn't quite hold it up that time. He's got a couple of goals in the tournament already and might be, before we're through, a real contender for the Golden Boot. Picked up by Verratti. Got it on over.
Interesting that they started Verratti over Locatelli. Huh. Although you can't really complain about that. I mean, Verratti is a hell of a player, and Locatelli, you know, been scoring goals. So it's going to be interesting how this one plays out. Okay, the Italians on the attack. Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Being preferred to the talented Chiesa, who's in that wide position on the right at the moment.
Yeah, he will stay wide on the right-hand side for most of the game. Very lopsided lineup is for Italy. In terms of the right ball back.
One player that definitely knows the stadium, that's Jorginho. You know, playing for Chelsea, he's been played on this field quite a bit. So,
and of course, this is where the really big tests start.
so far, the Austrians have 67% of the ball, Italy 33%. It's still very early. But I think this is going to be a different game. I think Austria is probably going to be the toughest game that they've had so far, considering they got players that play for some top teams in Europe, and they're pretty strong. You know what I'm saying?
Savitsa. Not good enough and easily cut that. Here's the talented Padera. Picked a lovely ball to Immobile, who left it behind.
Okay.
Absolutely right. What a pass that was. It was an easy pass to play as well because Immobile was running down the side of Dragovic.
Nice ball to Alaba.
Moving from Bayern Munich to Real Madrid for the new season. Did go out of play. Savitsa couldn't keep it in. He's another player that Italy will just have to watch. We've seen what he could do enough times for Leipzig.
Franco Foda is the coach for Austria. He's done a good job with this team, you know what I mean? Austria's working really hard right now, man.
They need for a lot of stick up for that game against the Netherlands, where they really did play well. Too defensive, too negative. Much better performance against Ukraine.
Interrega on the header.
Ooh, that's a nasty challenge.
The Austrian players are regulars in the German Bundesliga.
Come on, Barella, that's a foul, man.
They ought to give a bit of account of themselves.
Ooh.
I think that probably went the wrong way. So Barella won the ball there. His stats showing.
As we thought, it looks like Grealish will just sit in front of the defence for Austria tonight and break things up.
Nice. Nice. Oh, man. Oh.
It doesn't seem that happy, the Austrian goalkeeper. It thinks about they took a bit of a liberty there.
Another run. That's what Immobile loves to do, run between centre backs. Really good ball from Verratti.
How are they going to give Nautovic a cup?
He's trying to slide tackle the ball. He's never going to get there. He lifts his leg up wide again. The goalkeeper's making far too much of that.
Now we go. Just starting to find where the rhythm, but on this side, unable to. One of those juicy passes that he's already
It's a physical game so far.
Mancini's squad has got players from all over Serie A, hasn't it?
It's going to be a tough game for Italy, man. It's going to be very tough. It'll be a lot different than the games they've had so far.
Training, but not quite ready for this one. This is Ryder. Right back who played very well in that last match. He managed to keep it alive, and Arnautovic is bound down there. He's got to test Di Lorenzo out on that side.
Ooh.
Good thing from Austria's point of view, when they do get their build-up play going, they've got players making runs into the box. In a better pass, Arnautovic was free.
Zabitza. And Liner.
It's a little bit too much.
Two players with similar names. This season for his club, Leipzig only started on May the 8th.
Nice.
So he's fresh enough.
That's not going to work.
You see a lot of that from Spinazzola.
Austria's closing down everything, man.
Decision by Ciro Immobile. Spinazzola played the ball square. He wanted the return pass with the 1-2. They tried to turn himself.
And Spinazzola was timed as the quickest player in the tournament so far. Can you believe that? The bit asking a bit of Alaba. He's now out of position as Baladi leads this latest raid. And Wembley to pull into space.
Pushed him up too wide, man.
Austria do have 12 wins over Italy in history, but none in the last 13 meetings going back to 1960.
Must be a lot of Italian fans in the crowd, man.
Between the two centre backs, they got 3 times. It's not the end of the ball. Very good passer. Use it again.
Something of it. With a head injury in that last game, there might have been a bit of concern about that, but I think it was all precautionary. It's okay for this.
So far, I think it's a pretty even game, man.
Italy's first game away from the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. And it's a little cooler here, I think. We have a lost once at Wembley.
Yep, we're heading into the 10th minute, still 0-0. 3 fouls on Italy, 2 on Austria so far. 1 yellow card. They got that very early in the first minute, really, on Arnautovic. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Di Lorenzo filling in a right back with Florenzi still out injured. There goes Spinazzola again. Something crack. Immobile looking to bring the ball forward.
What?
Bellardi looking to curl one on that left foot.
Oh, good defending. Oh, no.
Well, you were waiting to see whether the roof of the net was going to explode with the shot, and that didn't happen.
But already you see he's a really dangerous player for Italy. Moratti wins the ball back. Good step over, change of direction. Can't wrap his foot round it. As you mentioned, he's really quick, skillful. He plays high up the field. He couldn't have fullback at the moment. He's playing as a left winger at times.
Only a matter of time, I think, before he gets his first.
Mancini got the drip on today.
And next he's got Gianluca Vialli, his old Sampdoria strike partner. He's part of his backup team. Tilo Lombardo as well. And Yanni Di Rossi is part of it all as well. They do look like a team for whom things might start to happen, and maybe at this tournament.
Nice.
Space attacking again with Bellani.
Good defending.
It's good work that to cut it out from Sabitzer. It's Austria, who've shown signs that they're not going to sit back here. Looks like they want to go toe-to-toe with the Italians, which might make it quite a spectacle.
Yeah, Austria's come to play, man. I like this. It's a very open game.
Dragovic. Laga. .79 from the group. But Austria, beaten only by the Netherlands. Alaba. One worrying result Austria had this year was losing 4-0.
Alaba is already on his way to Real Madrid.
I think that's what started a lot of the consternation among their fans.
So he's got a good shape to the side at the moment.
It's a quick ball, but nobody there.
4-1 for Austria. It's just going to be the player that's going to get on the ball and back things
Oh.
up. Here we go again with Italy counter-attack.
Insigne. Insigne, I'm sorry. He didn't wrap his foot around that enough.
And that just looks too easy, doesn't it? It's a couple of times they've just raided down that left-hand side, Italy. I guess Liner likes to get forward, but that's cover for him.
A loose clearance, but Alcantara was able to pick it up all right.
Getting sloppy in the back, man. Austria's getting real sloppy in the back.
Now Jorginho. Champions League winner, of course, with Chelsea and a key member of the team as well.
Nice.
Grealish. Pretty start by the Austrians, really, because I think a lot of people look at this and thought it's a bit of a formality to Italy, but it often is not the way of things.
They've got it out on down that right-hand side. They've worked it well through midfield. They've got players in all areas. Done really well down this left-hand side at the start of the game.
Sorry about that.
Sitting deepest of all in that midfield, and that was just a bit too hot to handle, really, by Ghana.
A couple of chances for Insigne. This one he's trying to bend into the far corner. Doesn't start it wide enough. And that's what he so often does. Such a clever player. When he comes in on his right foot. A good challenge from Grealish.
Man, this left-hand side for Italy, they getting a lot down this left-hand side. Good ball. Oh, good save, keeper. Good save. Wow, that is a great save.
Once again, Spinazzola, the player that makes it happen down that left-hand side.
I'll tell you something, Stuart. I think every Italian fan here is fully expecting them to be back here in the semi-finals and final. The way things have been going from at this tournament. Dimitri's long ball, which time just that drop behind him. I wondered for a moment whether Spinazzola was going to pick that up again. He is playing really high, isn't he? Like an almost conventional outside left.
Well, that's exactly how Roberto Mancini wants him to play. That's what they've done for the last 2 or 3 years. Whoever's been playing is that in that position.
Look how quickly Italy win the ball back. Just
shoot!
Control of things. Barella again trying his luck. And Austria at the moment pretty stretched.
It's a good spell for Italy.
Ball does get a bit compact and condensed in that middle of the park. They've always got the outball to Varane out on this wing here. On the right hand side, he's staying very high and wide.
That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Oh! That's a good try. Ah, he didn't quite. Oh, this is the save off the shot by Barella. Caught it nice.
Barella outside of the boot, controls it really well, and that's the save you were talking about. Just gets that right foot to it. Backman does really well there.
He was going the other way, wasn't he? Had to readjust. He's Barella again. Roberto Mancini has this team playing exactly the way he wants. Started the game in 1,055 minutes without conceding a goal. Donny van de Beek of Manchester United scoring for the Netherlands against them 8 months ago. That was the last time they conceded.
They had a mixture of defenders over that time because Chiellini had a complicated season at Juventus, was out for most of that. Romagnoli, the Milan defender, a lot of games, never had a form. There's a poor challenge in midfield.
Interregger on Barella, that's something on him there. The Eintracht Frankfurt defender who's a character.
Let's see, did he really? It's not that bad. Come on.
It's a new one.
It's not that bad.
He came out from his centre-half position.
Caught him, but my goodness, I thought Mike Tyson knocked down Barella.
Very clever footballer, Barella.
Marco Verratti now over his injury and taking his place back in the team in that midfield. Wonderful technician, plays for Paris Saint-Germain, of course. Right, Florian Grealish, he was brought down in midfield.
So foul, come on, man. One thing I hate about, and I'm a former football player, but the one thing, but I was never this kind of player. If I caught somebody or attempted to try and foul somebody, and the ref brought it back, I just see too much complaining now about a lot of complaining, like guys never foul anybody. Like, really?
More effective within the left back rather than playing in left side central defence in a 3. Work better for them.
Come on, man, be honest. Begging and whining for everything.
Di Lorenzo. Jorginho. Forever directing the traffic. You can almost hear his football brain ticking.
Jorginho, Champions League winner with Chelsea. Yes, sir.
With the left. Verratti again.
Good football by Italy.
Seeing so much of the ball on that side. And influence.
Oh, that's a goal kick. That's a goal kick. I like this guy, man. He's a good player. He's a good player.
Good season. He was excellent.
Yeah, he's played excellent for Italy.
Jose Mourinho. He'll let him play as high up the field as he has done in recent times. You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? What's our now to be used to play for Jose Mourinho? I think so, didn't he? Decade or more ago. And you described him as a man with the mind of a child. Spinazzola in again. And Sinio's been in really good form. He did score here at Wembley last time Italy played here in a 1-1 draw against England a couple of years back. Late penalty, if memory serves.
Nice.
Ball inside again, Verratti across to Barella.
Gotta shoot, man. Guy's right outside the box and not shooting. It's over there.
It's the goal, just a matter of time.
Shoot! They got a lot of pressure now on the Austrians.
Pressure on the ball though by the Austrians. They can't keep it, not for long anyway. They work so hard to get it back and quickly. Just finding those pockets of space up there as well. Verratti, Insigne. Ronaldo coming in field on the other occasion. He was drifting out wide again. Just opens everything up to get it into Ciro Immobile. And Gerbi. Insigne.
One thing the Italians are not doing, they're not getting balls. They don't have a target man in the box, so everything they do has to be played through the middle.
The probing goes on from the
like this, and it allows the Austrians to kind of close down the space. So they really don't have. They're not getting crosses into the box. They're trying to work everything into the box.
An ominous number, you might say.
I think that's a lot easier to defend, truthfully. Especially when you come up against some of the better teams, that's going to be really easy to defend.
Certain, all those teams, I think the top 5 ranked teams in Europe on the rankings are in one half of the draw. However, and Immobile, he can get it down here.
It's offside. Really? I got to see that again. Yeah, I got to see that again. Ooh, that was close. That was close. I had to see the line on that one. It's possible he might have been onside, but that was really close. All right, corner kick to Italy in the 25th minute of the first half. Let's see if we can get the first goal in this game. Well defended by the Austrians.
And at the moment, this game is being played largely in one half of the field.
For real.
Jorginho used to dominating proceedings in there. Verratti and Jorginho, helped of course by Barella. He's on Arnautovic.
Nice. They're on the break. Oh.
Again, but just the odd spasmodic break from the Austrians. Well, it was brilliant, the lineman to start with, to race away. Just couldn't find that pass for Arnautovic. Nucci was struggling. Immobile.
Not good enough.
That would frustrate Roberto Mancini because there was something on there for Italy. Hoping to drop one in behind for Baumgartner. He's been also under some
pressure that might be Austria's best passage down that left-hand side. Don't forget that Euro 2020 continues on ESPN with the round of 16. Netherlands taking on the Czech Republic in Budapest, Hungary. Coverage 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, tomorrow we have the Netherlands against Czech Republic, and we have Belgium against Portugal. Man, big game. That's a terrible ball. Come on, Di Lorenzo.
Undoubtedly being pretty dramatic.
We've got some great games, haven't we, coming up? This one is going to be a good one as well in the second half. Austria defending quite well, but they're allowing Italy at times to dominate possession, defend their box well, and have to pose a threat on the counter-attack.
Dragovic. Concentration.
Liner, I'm sorry.
There are some Austrian fans here, but they are heavily outnumbered, I would say, by those wearing replica blue shirts of Italy. Italy win today, they will set a new national record. 31 games unbeaten.
Once again, man, the Italians.
1939.
That's the one thing they lack is getting crosses into the box. They don't look like they want to work the ball through in the box. So yeah, I guess they're lacking. I don't know. Immobile is a good striker. I'm not sure why they're not getting balls crossed into the box.
You can see why Roberto Mancini wanted him back in his starting lineup as soon as possible. Taken quickly for Insigne. Varane is arriving to deep behind Barella.
Austria have to stay switched on when the ball goes dead in set plays. If you want to get it on, get it down, play quickly. Insigne can get it in down that left-hand side.
Verratti almost saying, give me the ball, let me direct things. Spinazzola. Insigne. In the last ball, isn't quite accurate enough. That's been the story so far. Austria trying to get out and launch one of those breaks. They can't do it.
No, that's come on, that's flopping. Come on, Verratti. Of course it's dramatic. Flopping. Let's see.
The challenge again.
Yeah.
Knee to the back of the thigh. Just sitting it down fairly easily there.
He did.
Sabitzer. Stefan Leiner. Schinterberger, much admired character at Eintracht Frankfurt.
Good switch. Nice.
Alaba.
Okay. Give it to him. What you waiting on? Yeah.
As long as Austria have the ball for about a quarter of an hour, I would say. Schlager. Hinteregger. Schlager is in there, and so too is Arnautovic, and they kind of got in each other's way a bit.
He played further forward than I thought he would do, Schlager. He played next to Grealish. Played that little bit further forward. A lot of energy.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Verratti this time he will win the free kick. Quickly taken as always. They did play with the choke out, don't they? Italy, Insigne.
Somebody gonna shoot? Oh my goodness, and Mobley. Yeah, somebody shoot, man. I've been saying that. How long I've been saying that? Shoot the ball. That is ooh, man. Wow, what a shot. Woo! Keeper had no chance on that one. For real, for real.
You heard an intake of breath from the Wembley crowd when they watched that go up on the replays on the big screen from the three-time Serie A top scorer, Ciro Immobile. To cut it out. Remember, all these games now have to be settled on the night, if necessary, with a penalty shootout. Once again, it's Renato Spinazzola. He's undoubtedly arriving as a peak player, isn't he? I think in world football.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get a nice. Somebody's gonna offer him a nice contract.
Serie A games in 3 years until last year. He's leaving him out anytime soon. Bonucci showing all his experience, and this is 106th cap for his country.
Good defending.
You have to watch him like a hawk.
Hinteregger got it all wrong. He started to go tight to the ball, realised he was going to be played around. Excellent defending from Dragovic, who came round on the cover. That effort again, just gets it out of his feet, hits through the back of the ball with his laces, starts to dip on the goalkeeper.
What a
Nowhere
shot.
near it. What an effort that was.
It was almost outrageous, wasn't it? Not many people, I think, would have even thought to try from out there. It was just a spectator wishing and hoping and praying. He's played all over the place for Austria, and of course he's easily the most talented operator. Armgardner goes down and free kick is given.
He does lack a bit of discipline at times, Verratti. He's claimed he didn't make any contact. He probably did, but he slid in and had to jump over the challenge here.
It's a foul.
He made the most of it.
Once you go to ground and you don't get the ball, you're always going to be in trouble.
Stern resistance of what they have, which is parity at the moment from Austria. I'm just hoping maybe they can nick a goal so they have a lead to defend.
Okay, we have a free kick for Austria. Alaba. Not good enough.
Better delivery than that. Austria in only their fourth major tournament since 1990, and remember, they've never won a game in the finals of the European Championships before this tournament. And Arnautovic came out with the ball. Maybe he can make something happen. Schlager to play, keeping that.
Oh, good goalkeeping.
And he hasn't had too much work to do, Donnarumma. That was good goalkeeping. Good bit of play from Arnautovic. So he doesn't have the pace he once had. He's got a lot of skill. Goes between the two defenders there, Acerbi. Spinazzola on his backside. With what looked like a decent cross when he first hit it. Just too
Oh.
See, he takes a real whack in the face, doesn't he? Just
Oh,
there.
man. Damn, he got nailed.
Yeah, painful one. For Christoph Baumgartner. He's for Hoffenheim. He scored 9 goals for them. this past season. He was in their team when he was 16 years old, and he's just been given a new deal all the way through to 2025. Hasty and dangerous. And go forward there, hoping his team can maybe just snatch something.
Oh,
A break.
ouch.
It certainly wasn't a foul. Runner catches the ball. Just took his eye off the goalkeeper there. He was looking somewhere else. He wasn't ready for the challenge.
Pretty warm night at Wembley. So far, Italy have come close, but they haven't found the breakthrough.
Remember, he did come off with a head injury, didn't he, in the previous game? Gardner and scored that goal against Ukraine.
Nah, that's not going to work.
Not able to reach this one. Our statisticians tell me that Leonardo Spinazzola has completed 6 one-on-ones, most by any defender at this tournament, and by any Italian player in the Euros since Zambrotta back in 2004. At the moment, it's defending they've got to do. Without Nantovic, looks a lot sharper tonight than he did in that last game. Laina.
Once again, when the ball was there to be crossed, they had players in the box, Austria.
Remember, Arnautovic is on the yellow card. That was administered after 1 minute and 32 seconds. Got to say that everybody who played with him at West Ham, they knew he was a maverick, but they thought he was a very funny guy. He's interesting anyway, isn't he?
Good ball.
Pretty big part to play tonight if Austria are going to get something out of this and defy the odds. Grealish.
That's Liner trying to get forward down that right-hand side.
They certainly believe. And this Italian team are they first to win all 3 group games by Shakhtar since the group stage started in 1980.
All right, so we got about 6 minutes plus whatever extra time we're going to add to the first half, and still 0-0. So
Exactly what they're trying to do. There's a good game plan.
very disciplined side is Austria. I see the game plan they got, and so far so good.
It's working. Bonucci, look at Insigne here. That stays down, whether it will go up late is another thing. It's a great run by Insigne.
It's not offside.
For a moment, Verratti to spread it wide. It's that man again, Spinazzola. That's good work.
Come on, man. What is this nonsense?
Now the flank does go up.
Seriously? Come on. What is this? How are you going to let the play keep going on and on and on?
Yeah, that was almost
That's stupidity, man. What the hell is that?
told to keep it down and see what develops, but sometimes you look at them and think, well, you could have given that. Is Immobile? Napoli star Insigne. Carella. It's good football, isn't it, again, from Italy. I'll tell you what, Austria are defending well.
Spinazzola coming in field on that occasion. Just couldn't get the best of Liner. Lovely battle down that far side.
It's Di Lorenzo. Jorginho. There's one in the bubble, you would have had time to go home. for a few hours on this trip. Jorginho, back to his house in Surrey. And Chelsea do their training. Cobham. Not allowed, of course. The COVID protocols.
Austria now aren't really pressing the ball, just trying to stay compact. It'll be difficult for Italy to play to the front players.
It's Insigne again, wants to take on the players, but they're not handed on him. Good work by Schlager. Coming back again, it always is. Spinazzola. Let's get his shot away. It wasn't known, but that was probably going wide. And Philly better get some fingertips to it anyway.
And again, they got the ball back quickly. Decisive play.
Yeah, that was going wide, but he wouldn't have known. So he did the safe thing and push it out, but he's giving them a corner. So Italy has a corner here. Ooh.
Good delivery into the box. Lorenzo, he's known for his aerial ability. He's the one that gets the jump in. Just can't get enough on it.
Nope.
Winners of this, the winners of Belgium against Portugal, one in Seville. And we'll bring you that one live on ABC.
Austria, you're playing dangerous, man.
We keep up at 3 o'clock. The more matches, of course.
Nice. Okay, Bonucci, I see you.
Ronaldo against Romelu Lukaku and others. Spinazzola wide to Insigne.
Nah, good ball. Good defending, though.
I think we'll never know. Might have been. Spinazzola looking for the breakthrough just before half time here in Italy.
Man, Austria's working so hard on defense.
How long can Austria keep up the resistance? Berardi. He's a cheerleader. And Insigne trying to drag the Austrian defence around, spreading it wide. Berardi lays it inside. Barella's looking for a 1-2. Here he is again. Once again, Spinazzola seems to have had about 1,000 touches in this first half. I think he was fouled there. And Artovic continues his practice. Not a good idea. He's already been booked. He'd be doing very well to just step away from all of that.
Absolutely. He's back defended. Spinazzola comes in field. Bad challenge. Spinazzola was standing.
I don't really see.
Back in the stomach there. He wasn't going to get it. And suddenly he did. Got to be careful, Arnautovic.
Because now we've got the fans back, we don't get all those screams from the players that we're hearing all the time. From the ghost
I don't know about that.
Stadiums.
You might have caught him, but I don't think it was anything malicious.
Well, you thought that some of them were exaggerated, didn't you, to get the decision from the ref? I'm suggesting that was the case on that occasion. Spinazzola looks like he has taken a bit of a hefty knock.
Well, maybe the knock was hard. Okay, we got 1 minute of extra time, but obviously it's going to be a little bit more because
Austria holding a line here. 2 or 3 yards outside the box. There's a couple of danger men. Bonucci is good in the air, so too Acerbi.
First half stoppage time. This might be the last act of the drama in the first half. Which has proved a bit frustrating, really, for Italy. They haven't found the breakthrough yet. Berardi to curl one.
Nah,
was
that's probably it. All right, that is halftime, folks. It is Italy 0, Austria 0. I'm going to do a quick recap. once I get back, and I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a little bit just before the second half starts. So. All right, all right. So let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Excuse me. All right, so it's pretty much been all Italy first half. We have ball possession of 54% to the Italians, 46% to Austria. Italy has 12 shots, only 2 on target. Um, a save off a shot by Barella, and Immobile hit the upright off another shot. And Austria has 1 shot at the net, and that didn't even hit the target. So Austria's been doing a lot of defending and not really much attacking. I guess that's their strategy, but they want to get into this game. They're going to have to attack a little bit more. So we have 6 fouls for the Italians, 7 fouls on Austria, 1 yellow card from both teams, no red cards, 1 offside on Italy, 2 corner kicks for Italy, and the Austrian keeper has made 2 saves. So that is pretty much the game in a nutshell. And yeah, so so far it's been a defensive game plan for the Austrians, and they've tried a couple of times to hit them on the counterattack, but they just really don't have much. They don't really have a whole lot in the third half of the field. So we'll see, if they can get forward a little bit more in the second half and try to put the Italians under some kind of pressure. But like I said before, the one thing I noticed about Italy is that they don't really get a lot of crosses in the box. And so, a lot of their game is dependent on a lot of tiki-taka and trying to go down through the middle, trying to get through the little gaps and holes, trying to find the seams, but they don't swing the ball over enough, in my opinion. So maybe there's something they want to look at doing second half. Maybe bring on a guy like Locatelli. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody to get in the box so they can get on some crosses. So, all right, that's just my opinion. And yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. Excuse me for my eating. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit hungry. You know what I mean? A little halftime snack. So, what do you think about the game so far? And if you're watching it, what do you think? You can leave a comment if you want. Hopefully, we need one of these teams to score a goal in the second half to kind of open the game up. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, we can get that and get a little bit more of an open game and get some goals in this game. So. As you know, this is now the knockout round, so there will be no draws. If it's a draw at the end of regulation time, it goes into extra time, and if it's a draw at extra time, it will go into the dreaded penalty kick. So we're at the knockout part of the tournament, and this is where it starts to heat up. So Just a recap of the earlier game. We saw Denmark defeat Wales 4-0. Incredible. Dolberg 2 goals in the 27th and 48th minute. Uh, Forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong, but Miley in the 88th minute, and there was a sending off by Wilson in the 90th minute, and Braithwaite scored in the 94th minute. So the second goal was poor defending by the Liverpool defender, who gave it right to, I mean, my goodness. Got to give it to Denmark, though, considering what happened to Christian Eriksen in the game against Finland. They're now in the quarterfinals. So they play the winner of the Netherlands and the Czech Republic. Oh, wow. And Gareth Bale walks out of the press conference. Yeah. Wonder what that was all about. Wow. So they got Christian Fuchs in the ESPN studio, who's obviously Austrian, and they have Del Piero, the Italian, in the studio also. So it's pretty interesting. They got an Italian and an Austrian. So but tomorrow we got 2 games, Netherlands and Czech Republic, Belgium and Portugal. The Belgium and Portugal game is obviously, I mean, where do we start? We got world-class players all over the field, So that should be a great game. I think all these games are going to be great, but for certain games you look at and you say, yeah, that's going to be a great one. All right, let's look at excuse me. All right, it looks like the second half is about to begin, so let's get back into it.
the shocker in dark with the second half of School Props.
Thank you very much indeed, Reese and Christian and Alessandro, for the half-time analysis. This is the first time these two countries have met at the European Championships, but Italy have beaten Austria 4 times in the World Cup, including the 1934 World Cup semi-final. 1-0, they took that either side here at the moment. Italy doing all the pressing, or most of it anyway, in that first half without quite being able to open up the Austrians. No changes yet, although both teams, as you will know by now, are allowed 5. So half the cast list can change before we're through.
I think Mancini is also asked if Zola's high up the field and Insigne goes infield to support Immobile. Cherry can come forward down this left-hand side. He's at the moment.
Insigne giving the ball away, which he hasn't done that much tonight. He quickly got it back again for his team as well. Good work by Lima. He'll be working his way up to full fitness all the time after his long injury absence this season. There we are. Italy have not conceded a goal now in 1,101 minutes. That is not yet an all-time record for Italy. That stands at 1,143. Could get beaten here, helped by Dino Zoff, who's a goal, the famous goalkeeper back in the 1970s. But Italy are no longer high priests of caution, which they're sometimes accused of historically. This is a pretty cavalier version of Italy that Roberto Mancini has produced.
They are far more adventurous, as is Serie A these days.
He really has transformed Italy. There were big hopes too in next year's World Cup. They have at the end of next year in Qatar. As Immobile picks the ball up now, Verratti is to his right and wants it, doesn't get it. Now he does. Up against Alaba on that side, not easy. That got his cross away that time.
He's defending again by the Austrians.
Onto his left foot, bending it into the far corner. This time he just sweeps it into the space, gets his cross in early. Good defending in the end.
Good work by Verratti, who was spotted when he was 16, playing in a five-a-side game among kids. It's a fashionable club in Italy, really. Sassuolo. Immobile again. He's never frightened to have a go, no matter what the angle. Good check with a rare mistake. Take advantage here. The Austrians are now to bits, twisting, turning, trying to find an angle just for a moment there. Austria believe they might be able to cash in.
Well, frustration for Bonucci. On now to bits, twisting and turning. There's the mistake. Wasn't a moment just there. He got his head up. Donnarumma was outside his penalty box. That's what he's good at doing on Arnautovic. Threatens to shoot, drags it back onto the other foot. On this occasion, the ball just gets away from him.
He's got 27 goals for Austria. He's looked lively tonight. Baumgartner goes down on the edge of the box.
Uh-oh, dangerous.
Free kick here with the Italians. Buzzing around the referee. Now, they were told, the players before the tournament, you can't do that. One of you will be booked if you do that. That all gets forgotten, doesn't it, in the rush?
They wanted a foul there. That's not the foul that was given. This is the foul by Di Lorenzo.
That's a foul.
It's a late challenge.
On Baumgartner, and it's going to be a free kick on the edge here for Austria, who continue to live in the hope here
Not sure why he's arguing with the decision. He was late, his studs were showing, he kept his Baumgartner right on the edge of the box. Big chance here for Austria.
Big chance.
Exactly what they've been hoping for. But a couple of good free kick takers. Alaba, Savitzer.
Big chance here for Austria.
Hovering over the ball. Italy make a bit of a petrol debate about that. But they know this is a moment of danger, and this is the kind of thing, really, in a tie like this, that Austria will feel they might be in business from.
Big moment in the game here. We'll get their concentration here, Italy. Barella got a yellow card for his argument, as you said he should do.
With the tension here around Wembley, not least among the thousands of Italian supporters.
All right. Big chance here for Austria.
That is back the full 10 yards. It's not easy, is it, to get that up and down from here. Savitzer or Alaba to hit this.
Well, he's going to go down the side of the wall and just hit with power.
It's Alaba.
Ooh.
Italy can breathe again. There hasn't been a goal scored directly from a free kick in this tournament yet, and there still hasn't been.
Well, I think this is the wrong option. You called it. It's very difficult to get it up and over the wall and back down in time. The better option was to hit that with power down the side of the wall. Just trying to beat, not a run of the pace.
He's in Wembley, enjoying his challenge, and going to stay step up. Referee saw nothing wrong with it. And again, a fast start to the half from Austria. We saw that at the beginning of the first half until Italy grabbed control. Grilic has picked a good ball. And again, everything he does, of course, has got a touch of class about it.
Just going to go at Ciro Immobile for not keeping hold of the ball when it was played up to him. Be one of the weaknesses with Immobile.
That's a bit too much there.
Come on, Austria. What you doing?
Austria were in England pretty recently. They played England in a prep game for this. So they lost it 1-0. Savitzer up the ball on towards Baumgartner. Get the ball forward from under his feet, and he was never going to get too much time. And now he's Di Lorenzo. That's a bit of an after for the other one.
And the Italian players are trying to get around the referee. Yeah, Baumgartner booked here. He's run away from the ball, but I think Lorenzo tried to make the most of it. To play the ball down the line. Saw the challenge coming.
Yeah, ain't much in that.
As there was contact for himself to the ground.
Yeah, ain't much in that. Stop. All right, second half is heated up. Let's go. Let's go.
Jerby bringing it out of defence, and Marco Verratti take over again. Got a creaking cabinet full of silverware from Paris Saint-Germain, 19 trophies and counting.
So Italy's ranked 7th in the world. Austria's ranked 23rd. Interesting.
Manchester City this year. Spinazzola. He's in senior again.
Fire!
Spinazzola.
Good block. Good block. Oh, dang. Wow. What was that?
All of that was travelling. Quite going to go in, but there were a few people wondering about Wembley.
Getting sloppy, the Italians.
He's trying to run up, but he got back there. Plenty of time. His next forward pass was the
Italians are getting sloppy.
Back in trouble. Good start to the second half for Austria.
The question, Austria are making an argument out of this. Some people thought they would be outclassed tonight when we watched everything Italy have done in the tournament so far. But the Italians, maybe for the first time in this tournament, just being asked one or two more questions.
Offside. That's offside. That's not offside? No, it's not offside.
Right, he's coming at the far post, and he just doesn't hit it with enough pace, does he? He's got to hit that with a little bit more pace, get it away from Alba. Probably was the right pass.
It's a promising break. Italy. Corner. Getting across the line into the back there. Belucci it was coming forward and sharing an embrace with Interrega.
Chance, good chance. He's good in the air, Belucci. He attacks it well, jumps early. He asked for his time to, in the end, it comes off the top of his head. Really, he should be hitting the target there.
He did score at the last Euros in the quarterfinal against Germany. Draw between went out on penalties. Are we heading for penalties tonight? I wonder. If you remember, there was a terrible penalty from Zalzali. Oh, yes. I think he'll be able to get that one. And somebody's always cast as the villain in that scenario. We're quite away from that still at the moment, though. Not soon before Roberto Mancini maybe makes a little tweak to things. Jorginho, Intermezzo 1-4 Barada.
Well read, Interrega. Two centre halves have played well so far. Interrega, Dragovic.
Well, why not? Estimates over again. Austria, though, contesting every blade of grass up there. Lyman. Great burst of pace from him. Anthony is up there with him. Can they get this ball right? No, they can't. Made it easy, really, for Di Lorenzo.
What a burst of pace that was from Lima. Just ran away from Jorginho, who he said isn't a particularly good defensive midfield player. He's good on the ball.
Julian Nagelsmann, of course, is leaving Leipzig to take over Bayern Munich. Lima, who a much better player every time he's in the team, which, of course, hasn't been very often this past season because of his injury. But he showed a real clean pair of heels to them there, didn't he, on that right-hand side?
I thought he was excellent against Ukraine to change his position on a couple of occasions during that game. He's certainly got plenty of energy. Good reading of the game.
Good defending by Insigne.
20 of Austria's 26-man squad played in the German Bundesliga this past season. Most of them in fairly important roles as well for their clubs. Especially a player like Interrega was a legend now at Eintracht Frankfurt. He's also a helicopter pilot, by the way. Useful for reading the traffic later. Jorginho. Trying everything they know. It's got out of play. The Austrians have been quite successful in creating some cul-de-sacs.
That's the area he likes to run with the ball. In that inside right position. Really did really well just to push him away.
Two footballs on the pitch, which is line that was instructed by referee Anthony Taylor to get rid of one of them.
All right, this is a tight game, folks.
New things happening all the time, of course, in football. No away goals in European club competitions. As of next season, no away goals rule is going.
To the player that commits the foul in the end. Just a bit late off.
Nipping at the heels.
Into Regalesa. Roll for his goalkeeper. Who came into the Watford team halfway through last season in the second tier of English football, the Championship, because Ben Foster, the number one, was injured, and he played 23 games in the end, half the season, and helped them get promoted back into the Premier League.
Has made one very good save here with that right boot. Barella.
No goals so far, but fascinating nonetheless. Javi. What's Immobile? Good cushion header from him.
Nah, that ain't gonna work. Austria is pressuring the Italians quite a bit, forcing them into misplaced balls. Very un-Italian-like, considering how they looked in the first 3 games in the tournament. So I kind of knew this game would be a little bit different because it's a knockout stage, and you're gonna give everything you got. So
11:30 a.m. Eastern, kickoff at noon, and everything in this tournament live on the ESPN.
Another loose ball.
As well.
Got away with it that time.
Netherlands doing pretty well so far. Some countries have had home advantage all the way. Others have had to travel quite a lot, including.
Nah, he got the ball.
Covered about 5,000 miles so far, and they're only attacking with Zambia. It goes what, a foot or two.
Man.
If that was ending up in the corner of the net.
That was close by Sabitzer.
They got the ball back in a good area. That shot was probably missing the target. Comes on for Nucci. That's with a little bit of room to run into.
Oh man, that was close.
He was wondering too, the coach. This is a really good spell for Austria. They're best of the game.
Absolutely.
It's the corner, Donnarumma. In there for Schlager, who tries his luck again. He's out now to it.
He didn't get quite enough on it.
He set a little record, Andres Kuppner's record for most consecutive minutes without conceding at the start of the European Championship career. That's the German goalkeeper Kupka. They won't catch that one. That was Euro 96 goalkeeper for Germany. Gareth Southgate's penalty. More about which, of course, Tuesday when England face Germany here. You will see that live with us on ESPN as well.
Well, they are going to change.
All right. Changes a comment. I see Locatelli, and I don't think I know who the other one is.
Dominating possession, they're not creating the chances. Just going to freshen things up.
You can see Austria growing in belief all the time. They're seeing more of the football now. Zmagovic. Christian Fuchs, of course, knows him well from his time at Leicester. Christian is with us in the studio tonight. More from him later with Alessandro Del Piero, great Italian player. It's given away by Dragovic there. Berardi.
Good defending.
Now Barella. Insigne.
Nah, that ain't no foul.
But Anthony Taylor waves that away. The Italian fans are incensed about that. So is Insigne. Meanwhile, Austria break. Liner. Look how many red and white shirts they've got here going forward. And that is falling out of our attacking end.
Goal! Austria! Goal! Goal, the Austria! Arnautovic! Goal!
long last.
Wow. Shocker.
Well, it's a great ball played into the box. Alaba at the far post. Wins the header. And Arnautovic does really well to get it back on target. Yes, he looked shattered. He had a couple of other chances. Here's the ball played into the box. Alaba up against Di Lorenzo does really well, but
He might be offside.
Offside.
He might be offside.
Is he level with the ball?
But this could be a tight call. That might have been offside. The VAR will look at it. Will it get Italy off the hook?
Yeah, it's probably going to be given offside, I think.
It's a tight one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be given offside.
Top referee is with us, Mark.
Man, I think it's going to be given offside.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's incredibly tight. It's one of them where if you look at the camera angle,
Yeah, I think it's going to be given offside.
3D technology, it'll prove one way or the other. It's a very, very tight call.
This is a moment of incredible drama, really. Italy and the Azzurri fans everywhere just hoping that this gets ruled out on that. Well, it looked pretty much a razor-thin decision. Still wait.
Yeah, I think it's going to be given offside.
It's not one of those where clear and obvious comes into it at all. It's a line decision.
It's all about whether he was level with the ball or behind the ball when it was headed by Alaba. And Christian talked about how courageous Austria were in that first half, but they proved it again.
Yep.
The goal is ruled out for offside. That breaks Austria's hearts. That will lift Italy no end.
Well, we must be talking about centimetres, inches here. There it is. It's a tight call, but it is probably just offside.
Man, that's
Every
tough.
tells a story, and that one needs no caption. Franco Foda. Was that Austria's moment? Sabitzer here coming forward again. This one is off target. If you could almost say that that goal, which in the end doesn't count, that moment was coming, wasn't it?
Certainly was. Disappointing effort from Sabitzer here. Racing on goal. City hit one quite well from outside the box only a few moments ago.
Well, this one is heating up, folks.
There's Locatelli. He's on for Verratti.
Oh, you were watching all those replays. Locatelli lucky to be left out of the starting lineup, the midfield player. Another player from Sassuolo. Already 2 goals in the tournament for him. And they felt the need to just change things. Italy and Pessina's on as well. Atalanta player. He's on for Barella.
Oh, that's right, Pessina.
Scored that clever winner, didn't he? Against Wales, just a deft little flick, so he's out there as well. Insignia's still on though, and here he is with a run to Spinazzola. Jorginho. Spinazzola again. Immobile look to flick it on. Locatelli. Looked good in the tournament so far. Now, this is the tale of the unexpected so far we've been witnessing at Wembley.
Well, here it is again. Just see his right foot is in an offside position. So close.
It's tough.
That hasn't been allowed. That should inspire Austria.
The VAR decision. Suddenly the whole of Italy loves VAR. But they've got it right, and that's there's no injustice. Was offside, you can see that.
All right, we got a game now.
2 substitutions. Italy have been ponderous in this second half. They've lost their way.
And afterwards, Spinazzola, they've kept him much quieter in the second half so far. Free kick for the challenge by Schlager on Ajadi.
What a tournament he's having, Schlager. Really has worked hard throughout these 3 games. He's been their best player at times.
Jorginho towards Immobile. Quite.
Man, they can. That ball has been on, but not quite. They just haven't quite connected. So good try. That's a good run, and just a little bit too much.
Jorginho, she said, couldn't quite get the backspin on it.
But what a fascinating game here. I think it proves you just can't take anything for granted about the way these games might go in this sudden death knockout phase. It's in the quarterfinals of the competition at stake here. Spinazzola.
Good ball.
The play to the side where Verratti.
Just a little bit too much. Good try. Good try.
It's the right ball.
Yep.
Just slightly overhit. Things to think about at the moment. Roberto Mancini.
Jorginho helps it for his Casino. What a beautiful turn from him. Lovely piece of play that. Locatelli, who is a double threat.
Good bit of skill, Casino. He plays higher up the field than he's doing today for Italy. He plays. This is one of the top 3. Locatelli doesn't get the bend he's looking for. Drags it back onto his right foot. Buys himself that bit of time. Not a particularly good effort in the end.
No, not really.
Locatelli is a big fan of Murder, She Wrote, and he's got a bag that says Manuel Locatelli, FBI agent. It was a cute idea, a real threat.
It's not good enough, man.
In the studio, they'll be talking about him hitting this with his left foot. As it comes to him here.
Yeah, smash it.
Feet, hits it with his left foot. Probably got a better chance.
It's not good enough. From a guy of his quality, that's not good enough.
For him, his best scoring season at Napoli. Alaba to play it forward. Austria proving surprise packets. Here's Dragovic. Finished with Red Star Belgrade for the new season. Grilic. Cleverly wins the free kick. Sabitzer. Don't forget Major League Soccer on ESPN today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Sporting Kansas City against LAFC, also streaming on the ESPN app. Austria a razor-thin offside decision away from the lead. Alaba with some pace on Hinteregger. And now claiming a penalty this time. The Austrians.
That's a penalty!
They're beseeching the referee to give it, he hasn't.
The VAR will be looking at this, of course. Here's the ball played into the box. Liner coming round the back. And it's Messina, the substitute.
That's a penalty!
Liner. Depending who got the touch, he may have been offside anyway.
What?
Into the arm of Messina here.
Is there enough of a serious and clear error on the original decision to overturn that? We haven't seen that many overturns. Mark Clapper's watching it, Mark.
Yeah, I don't think it's a clear and obvious error. I think he was also in an offside position when the ball was actually touched in the middle of the area, flicked on, and I think he was also offside. So therefore, the VAR will check the offside first and then look at the to give the offside.
Thank you very much indeed, Mark. Austria are feeling a bit hard done by, aren't they?
They won't be seeing the pictures That's absolutely right. If it is Interrega gets the touch on the ball, Lionel would have been offside. Just a case of whether he did get the touch on the ball. Worrying times though for Italy. They're being outplayed at the moment. These last 10-15 minutes.
Which we did not expect to see here tonight. There were times in the first half where we just wondered whether it was a matter of time before Italy found a breakthrough. So confident was their play, so dangerous did Spinazzola look.
Could be offside there as well.
Yeah, Hinteregger was offside, wasn't he?
There were two offsides. That one there, and then the next one. Lionel was offside when Hinteregger flipped it on.
Even if they decided at the end of all that there was a foul, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because as you said, that's two offsides.
Yeah, it was just, man, Italy is living by the chin, the string of the chinny chin chin.
It's been an interesting decision for the VAR and the referee. They've not been offside.
Sheena lays it back. Nucci, 34 years of age now. Still going strong, him and Heaney. Well, at the moment, we'll be wondering if there's another game for him to play in this tournament, because you wouldn't really want to call this from this point, would you?
I think Italy look rattled, looking around, they're looking for leaders now. But Mancini's getting frustrated on the touchline. That's the offside they've given, not the first one. It's the play that they've given offside when Hinteregger gets the little touch.
There is Hinteregger again. He's a player to watch. There are headed chances in the opposition penalty area from set pieces. Seen him score a few of those. A couple of seasons ago, he scored 8 goals, not so many this last season. He was unlucky to win it in the end. Dragovic didn't either. Stefan Liner got it away. But I think you're right, Stuart. Italy have lost their way in this game at the moment, anyway. '78th minute. Remember, there will be extra time. Lots of 15 minutes, and if we still can't settle it in that time, it goes to penalties and a shootout. Italy have won and lost World Cup finals in shootouts in their long and largely distinguished history. Locatelli, Insigne flags up here. Didn't bother waiting that time, and Hinteregger got back anyway.
Yeah, I think he's offside by a good yard and a half there. You see it?
Oh, yeah, way offside.
Clearly offside.
Clearly.
Hasn't quite got the pace to get away from Hinteregger. He's a clever footballer, both with his positional play and his manipulation of the ball and his passing. He's not particularly quick, Insigne.
The other night, Stuart, he was on TV leading the team in a live sing-song from the camp, which was put on television. They've been pretty relaxed, Italy. And all singing, all dancing, announcement of their squad. They want a little more pressure again here as Baumgartner comes forward. Sabitzer. You can see there's a bit of a spring in the step of Austria. Baumgartner again. He's not broken up in the end. Is Immobile. She's turned into trouble. Made it easy for Schlager to pick it up, Lima. He wants the ball again.
Well, they're disjointed now, Italy. It's easier for Austria to win the ball back. They can control possession. Getting in behind Jorginho. Boy, he isn't a particularly good defender, not a good athlete either. His hands are running off the back of him now.
Italy look tired too.
This could be a long, late night at Wembley. Schlager from Austria, who still haven't made a substitution, by the way. And that's a sign that the coach is very happy with the way that the players out there are performing for him. And they've got another threat here. Liner cuts that one. Again, but they're rocking and reeling a bit. Italy here now. Well, in the first half, we were talking about down this near side.
Man, Austria's Austria's on the attack.
That tells you
Putting pressure on Italians.
they're dominating midfield, they're getting their fullbacks higher up the field. Now to it, she's looking a much better player tonight than he did against the Ukraine.
Leiber. Alban's deep ball. Another change coming up here from Italy. Andrea Bellotti of Torino. With his 36th cap shortly. Striker.
And Chiesa also is ready to come on.
And he throws the threat out wide. It would be Berardi. He has somebody play for him.
You can imagine it would be a straight swap, Bellotti for Immobile. He started to look tired, he started to make the wrong decisions.
Well, Italy have coasted so far in this competition, eased their way through one with something to spare, but harder now. Jebby, Locatelli, and Jorginho. You can almost feel the anxiety among the Italian fans at Wembley Stadium. They were preparing for a bit of a carnival night.
You can sense it on the face of the players as well.
To Pessina. Berardi again. Locatelli.
That's not going to work.
Looking for inspiration from somewhere. Liner.
Oh, no foul?
Spinazzola. Starts it up. Berardi with an opportunity. He was looking for a very spectacular volley.
Really?
Goal of the
Come on, man.
But it didn't happen.
Well, could he got his body in line with that? That's where they wanted a foul, Austria. When it goes out to Spinazzola, he does really
Did he have
well
to do
just
that?
getting into that far post. Alaba was round on the cover.
Could have got his body in front of, could have got his body behind that. Come on. Austria, you're going to make some subs?
Bellotti and Chiesa. And it's your right, Stuart. Stuart Immobile.
It will be Berardi as well.
Wonderful effort from him in the first half, from distance, swirling and dipping and rattling the post. Deserved a goal, really, didn't get one. And Juventus winger Federico Chiesa. He's only scored once so far for his country. That would be quite a good time for the second one. Jorginho to play it through, Insigne going through his strength. And again, the Austrians are watchful enough, and Dragovic is happy to just put it into touch.
And that all started because Chiesa closed the goalkeeper down, Backman put him under a lot of pressure. He gave the ball away. Not just straight swaps. Chiesa will go to the right-hand side. And Lotti will play through the middle. Doesn't change the tactics, Roberto Mancini. He just changes the players.
Rana's done a good job on Spinazzola in this second half. Not an easy one. Konrad Laimer. Sabitzer. Torrega. and bounced back to his feet. Clock ticks round to the 85th minute of the first portion of the night, because there may well be a second portion, extra time. Martin Hittenbecker again. This might get a bit attritional now.
Just looking at the way Austria are playing, they've got their holding midfield player, they're going between the two centre halves. The fullbacks are high up the field, another on the left hand side. Miner down his right hand side. They are being courageous here.
Dragovic. He just spread the play out. I might be able to get to that first. It wasn't a great header. Zavitsa. Good block by Jorginho.
Third time lucky, he was hoping to be the case for Savitsa.
Beyond argument, Austria have been the better side in this second half. Interregger goes long this time, looking to pick up a round of Javert Schlager. He's a big Arsenal fan, and of course, Austria's kit's a bit like Arsenal's, isn't it? Red with the white stitcher on. There were only 2-1, of course. Stuart having won it so many times.
I think the kits are a bit more modern than when I was playing them.
It's Cassina. Any goal this late likely to be decisive in the tie.
Yeah, somebody scores now. It's probably Night Cucaracha.
Insigne.
Fire!
Good build-up play. It really was. Lochte was involved as well. And get Chiesa running in behind.
That's his favourite pass, Insigne. He comes infield from the left-hand side and tries to bend it for the wide right player, making a diagonal run.
Spinazzola. Locatelli. I think Lotte could do with that too far. I'm looking for a quick break here.
He's torn his hamstring here. Oh, this is a blow.
It's Baumgartner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going down, yeah. That'll be the end of his night. They will have to make a substitution now, Austria. But not yet. Italy don't have to play the ball out, not for that sort of thing. Now they get the chance to do it. It's Tempest to start to pull it up.
Commission, I think it was the little go at Jorginho there for not kicking the ball out. As you said, they don't have to kick the ball out. It's a hamstring injury, it's not a head injury. Maybe a bit of cramp.
Grealish on Jorginho.
Very clever from either, was it really?
And that's a shame for Baumgartner.
Well, we're almost in the 90th minute.
Rehydrate, and it's Marko Arnautovic, who much before he'd scored one of the biggest goals in Austria's history. And I'm going to make a change here and bring on a player who played pretty well in that last game when he came on against Ukraine, and Alessandro Schott. Played for Schalke this last season. They were relegated from the Bundesliga. Player who scored at Euro 16 Schott against Iceland. It's the only goal Austria did score in that tournament.
He's going to come to the right-hand side. Lima is going to go to the left. It's exactly what they did against the Ukraine.
You don't want to tinker too much.
5 minutes extra time.
It's largely been working. Jorginho again. He's ever pointing, directing operations. He is a bit of a leader out there. Insigne. Black stays down for the moment. And now it goes up.
Just got to be careful, Austria.
It's irritating, man, with these offside rules, man. What the hell is wrong?
Danucci's a really good
Oh, yeah,
passer. He
he's
just steps
offside.
up, doesn't he? Just in time. His first touch again, didn't take it into the space.
Couldn't cash in, Insigne. By the way, with that disallowed goal, Italy now do have a national record of time without conceding a goal. That record that goes all the way back to the early 1970s. It's been beaten. Sabitzer. Alaba is quick, but not that quick.
What a disappointment for Austria. He worked it really well. Lots of time to get it out wide and get across into the box. Just overhit the pass.
Roberto Mancini must be thinking Wembley again. A couple of times in his career it's been disappointing for him here. It's one of the biggest FA Cup final upsets of recent times when Wigan beat his Manchester City team. Austria looking to do something similar to his Italy team on the very same surface.
It cost him his job, didn't it?
Yeah, 2 days later.
He lost to Wigan in that cup final.
He did win the title, didn't he, for Manchester City? That breakthrough title with the famous Aguero goal right at the end in 2012. Took out a page in the Manchester Evening News. Thanked the Manchester City fans for all their support when he left. This is another good game for Austria. Interregger looks to go long. It was not very good, really, from him. A bit of a guesswork one, in truth. Up to Arnautovic. Looking to pick it on for Schurf. And there goes Spinazzola. Still some life in his legs, clearly. Will they have a bit of a second win here, Italy, I wonder? Been through a rough patch in the game.
They certainly have. Been able to get their combination passing going. Not their individuals to run past people with the ball. And a very disappointing second half. Roberto Mancini's team.
Well, they are still in it. Italy claiming a penalty. The referee saying no, it was just outside.
Really? That didn't look like a foul. Let me see.
Cena playing it forward. Jorginho putting forward for about the first time.
Ah, that's a soft foul.
Trying to dive into the box.
That's
the contact was made. It was tight.
Very spot on, though, didn't they, the officials? To be fair.
I didn't see much in that. I'm sorry.
Oh, what a time to score this would be.
Wouldn't it just? 95th minute. No coming back from that. Insigne hovers over the ball. Austria looking to keep their concentration.
All right, we're in the 94th.
Insigne plays it in there. Good defending.
Good defending.
The right back. On an important header in the right position he was. penalty there. There's nothing more he can do now. Even Arnautovic is back there helping others.
And that's full time, folks. We're going into extra time. So
Austria thought they had a winner, Marko Arnautovic. Close call, but he was offside. Italy breathed again. Giorgio Chiellini looks like nothing he can do tonight. Still
yeah, going into extra time. All right. So
lots of drama still to come here, maybe even a penalty shootout. But at full time here with extra time to come, it's goalless at Wembley.
all right. So take a quick break, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. So extra time is getting ready to start.
Score in the round of 16 against Australia. Francesco Totti.
Let's do it.
Late penalty to win that one. They'll take any kind of goal, anyhow, to get past what is proving a quite high hurdle for the much fancied Italians here.
All right, we're in extra time. Still 0-0, Italy and Austria. Let's do this.
3 games. We saw through qualifying, World Cup qualifying.
This Di Lorenzo.
By the way, I got my non-alcoholic wine. You know what I'm saying?
On a yellow card from earlier in the competition, another one would rule him out of a quarter final if he was to pick one up in the extra time here. They wouldn't want that at all going forward, but will they be going on? We just don't know, do we? Schurp chasing this down the right-hand side where he is positioned. The only substitute to be used so far by Austria, and that was an enforced one because of the injury to Christoph Baumgartner.
He does well there, just takes his touch away from the challenge of Locatelli. And they're going to have to defend the ball into their box, Italy.
What time is it?
Up there. And can be dangerous, as we were saying earlier, from this kind of thing. Number 4 there for Austria, maybe to watch as this was swung in by Demi Alaba. That was a long way, but the referee has seen a free kick which will give to Italy. Italy have used 4 substitutes already. You get an extra one, don't you, in extra time?
The referee sees a foul by Salitza.
Leonardo Bonucci. Really
Italy not playing quite like a.
Things have gone off the boil.
Yeah.
Italy here. Roberto Mancini knows that his team are facing a stiffish task here. Remember, Austria haven't beaten Italy since 1960. Di Lorenzo. Chiesa. To get him running at that defence if they could.
He's committed a foul, but again, great energy. Trying to close the ball down. He's been brilliant at times.
It's for Wolfsburg, who acquitted themselves very well in the Bundesliga and finished 4th this past season. Spinazzola. And Giovanni Di Lorenzo.
Shoot! Good save. Yeah, man, you got to shoot.
Just started to dip on the goalkeeper there. Good hold-up play, Belotti. Throws a couple of defenders towards him. Alaba doesn't go and close the ball down. It's going to get much tighter than that. The ball just dips on the goalkeeper, but it's a decent save. He hangs on to it as well, Backman.
A bit of a knock from Bonucci, but nothing that incurred the wrath of the referee. I think the referees have been good in this tournament, not giving cheap free kicks every time players go down looking for something. Now then, Chiesa's in here. Still gets it.
Goal!
Might be enough to take them through.
Goal!
Well, when you see the replay again, just watch the position of Alaba. He did it a couple of times in the first half. He tucks right across next to the centre backs, and he leaves that space out there for Chiesa on this occasion. There's Alaba. And then he sees the run of Casina here. Casina starts to make the forward run. Alaba goes narrow. He does well to get it under control. The second touch is brilliant, and the third even better.
Good goal by Chiesa.
In his arm, he's okay here. What a strike with his left foot. That's what Chiesa can do.
Superb strike from Federico Chiesa, whose father Enrico scored in England Euro 96 against the Czech Republic. That's only the second time he scored for Italy. What a time to do it.
He's had a mixed season for Juventus. Some great games, some good goals, some touchdown displays at times.
Well, one strike at that end of the ground didn't count for Arnautovic, but there was no chalking that one off from Federico Chiesa. Arnautovic makes way a rather disconsolate figure, and on comes the promising Zaza Kalajic. Line up to play it in there. Italy have had a scare here tonight, but now they have their noses in front. If that is the winning goal, it was a goal really fit to win any game.
Yeah, good finish. First touch was always going to be difficult here. Spinazzola, the player that picks him out, he actually needs to play the ball in the air. That's the touch that beats the recovering Lima. And then he hits it with his left foot.
Good goal. Good goal.
It's beaten for pace.
There's Gianluca Vianney, the two old Sampdoria strikers hug. They know how big that might be, not only in the context of tonight, but maybe in the context of the whole tournament. Lima to lay it forward. Have Austria got any response to that, I wonder? Kalajic is out there, all 65 inches of him. The Stuttgart striker, who had a spell at scoring in 7 consecutive games earlier on in the season.
Did Alaba need to go quite as narrow? Sure, Christian Fuchs will have a say on that.
Yeah, his position as well. Maybe it was just a little bit of tiredness, fatigue, settling in, as sometimes happen in extra time. This is a good run. Schlager got Kalajic up there. And a wonderful piece of defending from Spinazzola that time. Right place, right time from him.
Well, it soon get forward down that left-hand side. That was defending at its very best, round on the cover.
Schlepp was trying to take advantage. It has been a monumental effort by Austria tonight. If they're going out on their shield.
And here he's it again. What a decent pass that is. Pick out on Spinazzola was almost through the inside left position. That's what it means to the Italian fans.
And that's what it looked from that Boeing 747 flying overhead at the time. I've never seen that view before, but the outcome was just the same.
Finally got a goal.
That's a lovely ball. Velotti. One thing Austria won't do is throw in the towel. Lima. All Italy have to do now is keep the run of shutouts going. They look to be on their way to setting a national record of 31 matches unbeaten.
Still a fair time to hang on here.
Yeah, there might be an incident or two before this is through. Austria will believe there's at least one big chance left in the game for them. Keys has gone down injured now, and it's going to be a free kick. Quickly taken by the Austrians. Dragovic. Schlager. Boundless energy he has in there. Schöpf. Schlager. And Alaba. Lima. Grilic. Comes across and must be very proud of his long run without him being beaten. He was having that one all right.
There's nothing wrong with the tactics there from Austria. Get it wide, passes into the box. Good goalkeeping from Donnarumma.
Who's leaving Milan by the looks of things this summer. They do have quite a record, don't they? Great goalkeepers, Buffon, Zopp, etc. Alaba is a good looking ball in towards Kalajdzic.
And if they get the right sort of service into Kalajdzic, he is good in the air. In between Bonucci and Acerbi. Got to get crosses into him.
Sure, dispossessed. Belotti has a lot of room. Chiesa is racing up with him. Insinuates the other side. And in the end, he was fouled. He gets the free kick. There were options. There's going to be a yellow card for Hinteregger, I think.
Well, I think he'll take that. Belotti didn't make the most of the situation. He slowed right down. He was waiting for the support runners. By going in field, it just allows everything to be slowed down. Hinteregger makes the foul.
I think it's what you former professionals call a good foul, doesn't it, that one?
On that occasion, it was a great foul.
So,
As
folks,
we have to do it for the team.
this one is a lot tighter than I think I expected and a lot of people expected. So give credit to Austria, but, you know, still ain't over yet. Still got another half in this extra time. So
Italy were worried, very worried.
This is interesting. They've got an Italian wall in front of the Austrian wall, and they've got a wall behind the Austrian wall, which you can't see in your picture at the moment. It's trying to hide the view of the goalkeeper.
Has to be a metre apart, of course. Try all sorts. It is Insigne!
oh, good save by the keeper.
Yeah, good play all around. Good free kick. It's a whip on it.
Woo.
Underneath the crossbar, he just gets his right hand to it. Good save from back. A couple of little steps and then good dive.
Keeper's only winning his sixth cap tonight. He's acquitted himself pretty well. Big save in the first half as well. Keeps it at 1. Here comes the corner kick. And then by Insigne. It's Locatelli. Making wide use of the squad in these championships. Italy, they made 8 changes, of course, for what for them was a bit of a dead rubber against Wales. Could be something here again for Italy.
That's it. Night, Cucaracha. Game, set, match.
As struck again as he did earlier on in the competition against Wales with the cross shot, and Italy now.
That's it. Game, set, match.
After a scary night for them at Wembley.
Well, he's staying patient here to see that the ball's hanging around in the 6-yard box. But Lotti played his part. Had a good bit of set-up play from here. But to see that, he has an active player, fires it to that bottom corner, and it's a very good finish. And that should be it for Italy. There's the big diagonal. They create an overload on that far side. They work it well. There's Velotti just holding it up. There's the finish.
Can he take the cap? And it's fourth goal already.
It's a good goal, too.
For the Atalanta player who is studying for an economics degree. And when he does the maths at the end of this, I think you'll see that Italy are going through.
To be honest, though, I don't see Italy beating any of the other top nations.
They kind of know now that the game is up. What might have been, isn't it?
Arnautovic scored that goal, fraction offside. It was a time when Austria were the dominant team.
Half time in extra time. 2-0 to Italy. 2 goals from this man, first of all, Federico Chiesa. A moment I think you'll remember for the rest of his life. It was a glorious strike at Wembley as well to put his team in front. Backman made a pretty big save, and then another Italian goal, Matteo Pessina, to make it 2-0. And I think Franco Boda there knows now that his team have well, it's like trying to conquer the north face of the Eiger. They do know about mountains in Austria.
And that first goal came out of nowhere, didn't it? Italy weren't playing particularly well.
Well, we're going into the second half of time, and truthfully, I can't see Austria coming back now, but never know. But I think it's going to be highly difficult that they make a comeback now. It's going to be tough.
That little boy who came along tonight to Wembley, hoping to see his team, Austria, cause the big upset. He must have thought it was going to happen when that Arnautovic effort went in, but that was ruled out. Italy, you've got to give them credit, really. They've come through a very rocky patch tonight, and now they're ahead by 2 goals. Clear water, really, isn't it?
It is, and they've got to keep concentration here. They were almost celebrated a little while ago. They haven't won the game just yet. I'm sure that's what Roberto Mancini is telling them here.
Yeah, keep the concentration, don't assume anything. They shouldn't be telling that as professional players, but they probably do. The adrenaline will be flowing. He's put his name up in lights again, hasn't he? You can see that.
A lot more football than probably expected at Atalanta this season. Gomez going away from Atalanta.
Really Shaw to replace Grilic. No substitute has ever scored or had for Italy in the knockout rounds of the Euros before tonight. 2 of them have done it here.
Grilic is on as well.
We just have to gamble, don't they, now? We know that Denmark are into the quarterfinals after their 4-0 win over Wales earlier on. It looks like Italy are going to be there as well. Austria will do all that they can.
Oh!
That's a great save from Donnarumma there, and it was Shaw who just come on with his first involvement. And what a first involvement!
Wow.
Well, a good effort, but also a good save from Donnarumma. That's the warning sign for Italy. They can't be too complacent here.
Yeah, because one Austria goal, that changes the whole feel, the whole dynamic of it. Confirmation, as you were saying, Gregoric has come on as well to add his weight to the attack. Away goes Chiesa again. Belotti. That's a match of it. Back to the line. It looks like he's just dropped a little deeper in the reshuffle. It's sometimes, to be honest with you, quite hard to pick up where everyone is playing when there are so many substitutes allowed these days.
Also, when you're 2-0 down in extra time and you throw on some substitutes, I'm not sure they quite know where they're playing either. The free-for-all at times.
Liner's long ball in. They have to try that. Donnarumma make a bit of a action of his attempted catch, but quickly have got a free kick anyway, which they will be in no particular hurry to take.
Yeah, that strike you were talking about, what a good save it was from Donnarumma. Shell with a really good effort with his left foot.
Man, that's a good strike and a hell of a save.
Not excited to start, but what a save that is.
Well done, Insigne. Cristante is on for Insigne.
He plays around, plays for Roma these days. Formerly of Atalanta, you might remember. Remember him coming to England and I think he got a couple of goals at Goodison Park. Atalanta banging 5 goals against Everton there. Sorry to remind Everton fans about that one.
He's a player that can play in the back line, he can play in midfield.
Twelve minutes to go.
Forward and pretty quickly now. Not going to be missing about Kalinic, who's looking to just flip that on. No real impact since he came on so far from them. He's on the ball now. Shaw, Kalinic. And Lima. Interrega could pull through the lines. Savitsa. Di Lorenzo can bring it away stylishly too. Look how much energy he's got in his legs. What a run this is. On and on he goes. He was dreaming of glory, but it wasn't to be.
What a run.
Well, great energy. Shot didn't quite match the run, did it?
Great stuff from a player who's risen from the 3rd tier to playing the European Championship in the space of 4 years. Some clearing it now as well. Italy will fancy the night. Come up with more Casino. Again, coming forward here. We've got a lot of players in support of this attack. Belotti, Chiesa swimming in the middle. And it all came to nothing.
Well, poor pass from Casino in the end. Chiesa must be absolutely furious. He switched to this left-hand side now. He made a busted run.
There were several options there, but none of them were used. Kalinic comes it on. Gregoric. Oh, that was the right red off there. Needed him to put that away and maybe set up a bit of a finish.
Wow.
What's the chance?
Well, it was a big chance on his right foot to start with and then on his left foot. That's good play. Ball played into the box. Completely miskicks it. Then a wasted effort the second time round. He's such a good technician. Tries to use the inside of his right foot, comes off his heel almost, and then slices it wide of that near post. That could have been the moment to get themselves back into the game here.
The clean sheet record goes on for Italy, but they have had a couple of scares tonight. Here's Bellotti. Free kick will be given that, and maybe a yellow card as well for Oppenheimer. Maybe the referee's going to take a more benevolent view of things.
He's worked so hard throughout the game lineup. I'm really impressed with his understanding of the game, his work rate, his effect on the game.
It's a good decision, isn't it? Not every foul is a yellow card. I can hear the fans hollering for that all the time, and even the players appealing for their opposite numbers to get yellow cards, which can be quite an unedifying spectacle. And if true,
Well, I think you said it earlier, the refereeing in this tournament has been very good.
I'd like to see that in all the domestic leagues as well. They've really basically taken no nonsense, haven't they? Makes the game a better spectacle. Andrea Bellotti, he wants one here. Straight into the wall. Austria looking to break. You've got to give Austria great credit for their spirit. They're still fighting hard this deep into the night. Oliver's down now.
A great tackle from Bellotti. He made the mistake, he got back. That's how to make a slight challenge. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Major League Soccer on ESPN today in just a few minutes now. Sporting Kansas City against LAFC. And that game is streaming on the ESPN app as well. Elizic's got a header on. And a chance this time to Straub.
I wonder if they were trying to say it to the hand here. Spinazzola puts his arms behind his back. Certainly nothing wrong with that, but it is a corner.
It worked, didn't it? It was conventional. Decent defending by Spinazzola. Seventeen centre. Late on tall defensive midfield player. Austria need to score, and now to have any hope whatsoever of rescuing this.
Goal! Wow! Oh, wow.
Well, this is going to go right to the wire. He just runs across that near post area. He gets a great flick on it. Italy complacent with their defending. Locatelli has to get there first. There's the header. It's a brilliant header, isn't it? Does well to get
Wow.
there first. Shows great determination and foot control with the header as well.
And Italy do concede at last. That long run, the first goal they've conceded for 8 months. And that sets up a bit of a finish here now. Italy might have thought they could coast their way through to that. Austria cling on to their, well, desperate hopes. Turned into quite a night, hasn't it, this, at Wembley?
What do you think of that chance that Savitza had?
(1,168 minutes without conceding. Now they have.
Oh, man. We got a game here, folks.
He's good in the air, but didn't have to jump for that one, did he? Just had to get across the front of his marker. He did it brilliantly. Here it is again, whipped into that near post area. He gets it, but he's had his shirt tucked as well. And he beats Donnarumma in his near post.
Look at those Austrian faces. Look at the determination. They want to stay in this tournament. They are one goal away now from taking this to a penalty shootout. Donnarumma made the meal of that, didn't he?
Oh, man.
Didn't need to control the ball, did he?
Jesus.
The header from Bonucci.
There's a few frayed nerves out there now, and rising tension as well. Alaba wins the header. If Italy go on to win Euro 2020, they will not forget this night at Wembley.
And need to play a lot better than they have tonight to go and win the competition. Brilliant in the first 3 games. Not quite so good tonight.
Clever there by Belotti though. He bought that free kick, and that gets his team up the pitch, and they can just bide their time a little here. Take some of the heat out of it.
He's been proved to be a good substitution by Mancini. Wembley was just looking tired. He was making some poor decisions. He was losing control of the ball. Belotti's held it up well for Italy.
That was a sensational header from Kovacic, really, because it was mission impossible from the angle he had. Of course, if Italy had had a player on the post, it wouldn't have been a problem, but teams don't do that anymore. Not many teams anyway. Here's Belotti for another one. Using his experience here to just buy a little bit of time. This is exactly what Italy want. To take that ball in the corner. He's done ever so well. He wants a free kick, and this time Anthony Taylor looks straight through it and says, get on with it.
3 minutes to go.
Further. I think they've been excellent tonight. A lot of courage the way they pressed the ball at the right time, particularly in the second half.
What was that?
Italy are nearly there, but not quite. Although the coach was a derided figure, really, before the tournament among many of the Austrian fans, but I think when he goes home, he'll be a bit of a hero. Austria will believe they can maybe just push on to greater things in their World Cup qualifying campaign. Here's a chance to maybe get that equaliser. Long range effort from Gregovic. He's going wide of the post.
Well, Italy are inviting pressure here. Just allowed that ball to be played into their box. They defended it okay there. These are dangerous moments here.
Wow. Man, this game is really heating. This game has gotten good at the end. Wow.
Italy, I was going to say with one arm, but probably both. Just chasing this one again. This time Donnarumma thinks absolutely no chances and just bounces downfield, which is what Italy need, really. Chiesa on the chase here. He can make 3 here, but not quite. That would have been harsh on Austria. We'll get the ball away. Trimmer, come on. Sure. Austria throwing everybody forward. They have to. Chirp again. Broken up by Jorginho. He's going to play it to Chiesa. It's a good pass. You have to go alone here, I think. Chiesa Hinteregger. Make sure he went no further.
Great defending, Hinteregger. Exactly what Chiesa wanted to do, stepped across him.
Gregovic has gone forward now. Italy going to get a free kick.
Just had a look at the clock there, didn't he? So Mancini, one added additional minute. That's what he's just seen on the big screens.
Some people are trying to look a bit philosophical about it all, but I think there's plenty going on inside for everybody watching this game here tonight, especially this extra time drama we've had.
What a good game this has turned out to be.
Yellow card for Dragovic for kicking the ball away.
Which is almost incidental now. Has to be launched downfield by Austria. Gregory chopped it on. Spinazzola just has to hack that away. Anthony Taylor takes a glance at his watch. Spinazzola hasn't cleared it. Di Lorenzo has a chance to do so. Italy have done it! Triumph at Wembley after a scary and dramatic night at Wembley.
All right, Italians, boy, they got through by the skin of their teeth.
Italy are ranked as hot favourites on a wonderful run. They have extended that run.
Wow,
but it doesn't
they
tell
did
the
it.
story at
But
all.
man,
Italy
yeah, I don't see them.
go through. Austria go out on their shield.
I don't see them
Tonight.
winning this tournament.
Italy
Nah,
made it into the
they're not.
quarterfinals. They beat
No.
Austria after extra time here by 2-1.
The great drama in Wembley Stadium as Italy escapes 2-1 against Austria in extra time. A little bit of drama here inside the studio as well. We stay just alongside former Austria captain Christian Fuchs and the great Alessandro Del Piero, the great Italian scorer as well. Just a remarkable performance from Austria, and really, Alessandro, a great answer from Italy in extra time. But they were a little out of sorts in the second half.
Yeah, we are so happy that we won.
Yeah, tight game.
A bit of disappointment, to be honest, for the 90 minutes. It takes a while. I mean, we were just that close to get out for the offsides and two occasions. So, but sometimes we go even through this kind of stuff to reach big
Good win.
target. I don't know
Tight win, but good win.
we're gonna go out for the quarterfinals, in my opinion. But if we play like before, we have a chance. Let's see.
Great resilience from Austria.
I mean, before the game, we spoke about Austria being the clear underdog. Now you see the pictures and you see the Italians being totally relieved. You see the relief on their faces that the Austrians had disappointment. So for me, this was a world-class performance of Austria. Dominated the game at times. The win, in my eyes, is down to the depth of the Italian squad. They brought on fresh legs, brought on quality players, and that's how they won the game. Nevertheless, Austria.
All right, folks, that's the end of this stream. Italy 2, Austria 1, went to extra time. Ended up being a very good game in the end. Unlucky for the Austrians. Italy's going to have to play a lot better. They want to go further in this tournament. So thank you for watching this stream. Please don't forget to comment. You can comment on this stream. Tell me what I didn't do right, maybe what I can do. I think I'll be streaming again tomorrow. One of the games, probably the Belgium-Portugal game. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'm out. Peace.
Nobody has to put you in your goal area like this. But it is what it is.